Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you. This beer is from Pomona Island, who are based up in Salford near Manchester, and it is a can of their Phaedra, which is their core range pale ale, coming in at 5.3%. This particular can was £5.30. I got it from a bottle shop. Just because I hadn't had it before. Pomona Island's branding always stands out when it's in the off the shelf or out of the fridge. All their cans kind of have this uniform look about them, and yeah, there we go. Let's get it open then and talk a bit more about Pomona Island. I first noticed them, or they first caught my eye. Oh, I can never open the cans because I bite my nails. Get it open then. Boom, there we go. Smoky can opening, quite lively. I first heard of Pomona when they've done a collaboration brew with Salt. Was it a beer called Shoop? I believe it was a beer called Shoop. I believe it was an IPA in the yellow can, the kind of honeycomb. I haven't got any Salt beers up there. That kind of honeycomb branding that Salt goes for. Whoa, huge bit of sediment just dropped in there. Yeah, and I quite enjoyed Shoop. Whoa, look at that sediment, Jesus. But yeah, so I saw this on the shelf and thought, let's give it a go. The first thing, look at the sediment in the bottom of that. Look, oh my lord, full of flavour. That stuff that's going to get whisked up into the beer right at the end. But yeah, there we go. What have we got then? Well, we've got a hazy. Oof, it almost looks like honey, you know, sort of set honey coloured beer, 2-finger white fluffy head. Yeah, looks fantastic. Like I say, Pomona Island beers, I've had a few of them over the last sort of 12 months. First one being that Shoop, which was longer than 12 months ago now. But I have had a few Pomona Island beers out of the bottle shops over the last 12 months. And generally, they've been pretty good. So I've got high hopes for this, seeing as it's one of their core range beers. And, you know, core range beers are normally bang on the money. That's why they're in the core range. Right, let's get an aroma then. It looks great, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not going to say citrus first because that's the thing that I always say, because I really pick up citrus, but apricot. Apricot, subtle pineapple. There is a lemon zest citrus in there, but the most overriding thing I'm getting out of this is apricot. Smells sweet. Not really picking up much of a malty aroma, just mainly apricot. Smells really nice, this. Let's go in. I'm gagging for a beer. Cheers. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I tell you what I'm liking about this already. It isn't that kind of like pineapple, mango, passion fruit, old sweet pine, you know, the old favourites. This is really a bit of a different beer. The apricot is absolutely there. It's absolutely there. Got a nice soft mouthfeel. Gets broken down, that mouthfeel, a little bit by the carbonation in there. Lovely lemon zest bite at the end. And it's a little bit dry and bittering at the end as well. This is quite nice. I wouldn't say it's whacked me off my seat. I wouldn't say that at all. But it's very enjoyable. So you initially get that malty sweetness to start with, which is where the apricot comes in. There we go. And the citrus comes in after that. You are getting your lemon zest, a bit of orange in there as well, fresh orange. And then that kind of all leaves you, and it kind of settles nice and down into a really crisp ending that is dry. It really is dry. And it's slightly bitter as well. Certainly 5.3%. Probably tastes about right. But yeah, that is nothing more than a good solid pale ale. Like I say, it doesn't wow you too much. It's a nice change of pace with the apricot playing a role. It is slightly sweet to start with, but it's nice and bitter and drying, which you don't normally see out of modern pales, because they're normally so sweet, aren't they? It's soft like a New England pale in the mouth, but it's certainly got a nice bit of bitterness at the back. There is some pineapple in there. But that's just really nice. Like I say, I really wanted this to be amazing. Sort of 5 out of 5 amazing, which, spoiler, it's not. But equally, I can see that there is a bit of quality in what they've tried to do. It absolutely tastes like a core range beer. In terms of, it's not too offensive either way. It's not too bitter. It's not too sweet. The hop profile in there isn't too crazy. It's just very subtle flavours. Everybody loves the flavour apricot. Nearly everyone loves the flavour lemon, citrus, and the subtle hint of pineapple. It's a little bit bitter. It's probably one of those beers that is a little bit hoppy, a little bit fruity, a little bit bitter, a little bit drying. Perfect core range beer, I suppose. Yeah. That's quite all right. Quite all right. I thought it was going to be a little bit better than it is, but I suppose it's a core range beer. I suppose they can't go too crazy. Good solid beer. I mean, it's a lovely pale. It's better than, for instance, obviously better than like Northern Monk Faith, which is a core range pale. It's miles better than that. I mean, the quality, the step up. Obviously, you're going from Northern Monk, predominantly a supermarket. Their core range is supermarket really, up to bottle shop core range. So it's a massive step up. But yeah, it's just an unoffensive, really enjoying drinking experience. Yeah, I can't knock it. Apricot, sweet apricot to start with, a little bit of pineapple, orange and lemon citrus, and then a really nice, drying, bitter finish. Can't fault that. Let's have a quick look at the back of the can. Pomona Island, I'm going to open up your gate, maybe tell you about Phaedra. Our core range pale is the sort of beer that bears repeating time and time again. Fair play. Ingredients. They haven't listed them. It annoys me. That does annoy me. They've only just listed the allergens. Get shipped all over the world, all over Europe by the looks of things. At Pomona Island Brew on Instagram. Yeah, so Phaedra. Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to give that for the money, because it was £5.30. Just ripped the label off the top, or £5.60 or whatever I said. Quite a lot of money for a beer of that class. I think for the money, that's a 3 out of 5. Really quite enjoyable, but it is pricey. It is pricey, and I think there are better. There's certainly better beers out there for that money than this. But the beer, not thinking about price, an unoffensive, quite enjoyable drinking experience. Boom, there we go. Have you had this Pomona Island beer? It's been around for a little while, I think. Let me know what you thought. Yeah. And if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing as well, that'd be great. We're on our way to 500, which is crazy. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.